What is up, fellas? I just ate a big burrito. My stomach is full. How we feeling, everyone? Man, this stop out this morning. Come on, man. Should have waited for market open, dude. I knew this move was coming. I knew this shit was coming. Could have gotten in off the SFP as well. Bearded, did you use a range deviation stop on this? Are you still in this trade? Curious. Oh, dude, a bacon chicken burger. Yeah. Sounds delicious. My stomach is very, very happy right now. And my eyes are very, very sleepy right now. Yeah, pasta and meatballs. Yeah, we're all probably just getting back from dinner. Well, put what you got for dinner in the chat. Oh, you didn't get to enter. Okay. Where's Barb at? Sweet potato fries. Nice. Blackened salmon with asparagus. That sounds good. Chicken couscous. Oh, he's with the kiddos. Nice. Chocolate ice cream. Nice. Put a 1 in the chat if you're sleepy. You're about to go into a food coma. We're all chilling back here. About to go into a food coma, looking at some charts before bed. Wouldn't have it any other way, guys. Taco Bowel. Taco Bowel sounds like a disease, bro. You got that Taco Bowel. Yeah, Curtis, maybe you should talk to Bearded about that. What's up, DJ Mac? What's up, Grayson? What's up, Bull Runner? What's up, Kango? What's up, Curtis? Yeah, Curtis, you gotta go talk to Bearded about your Taco Bowel, man. He's a doctor or whatever. Alright, so let's talk about it. So we had our pink box here. We ended up going all the way back to this demand here. came back. The demand that led to the Bart Simpson. We then mitigated this demand, mitigated this high here too. So we can get rid of this. This has been mitigated. Don't really care. Get rid of this. So I was looking at 8-minute structure down here because 8-minute is active with this break here. So we're coming down and we get this nice 8-minute structure break here. I got very excited about this in the morning. Should have probably waited for market open. That's okay. Took an entry off of the golden pocket here. Found a little bit of success just to get stopped out in the other direction. And then we got this nice SFP here, which ultimately led to a JPOW on the 8-minute time frame. We've now had a JPOW on the 8-minute time frame, but as long as we don't take this high, which we still haven't taken yet, we could still get a pullback to the golden pocket here. I would be looking for longs here. Stop all this liquidity out. Grab along with the golden pocket to go up. That's what I'd be looking for. Alternatively, if we take this high, right? If we take this high, then if we come down and break this low, you would have a bearish break. So the trade is no longer appealing. The trade idea is invalidated if we take this high. Oh, the timer is totally blocking everything. What I was saying is if we take this high, then this becomes an external market structure low, and this idea is invalidated. We no longer want to come here if you're long, because if you're long, that would be a bear break, and no bueno. My charts are kind of dirty. It might be time to redo them. If I can't look at the 4-hour chart, I can barely even see it. Let's get rid of all this noise. We still have the order block down here on the 2-hour that we're looking at. I still would prefer if we came up to the spider line at least around 71.3. We're still looking for the SFP of the 1-hour here. About 72,000. If we look at our 4-hour structure, so it's like these two lines here. You'll notice all we're really doing is consolidating and forming a range inside of this range. So we're really just consolidating smack dab in the middle. What does Alex call it? The hot dog? Can I just type in hot? No. Can't type in a hot dog. Let's see. Oh, I can't find it. Oh, here we go. Big ass hot dog. We're just in the middle of this fucking hot dog. The buns are up here. Down here. Yeah, so we haven't really came for the externalities of the range yet. What I will say is the 15-minute was bullish, which is why we were looking for the 8-minute here, right? Because the 15-minute breaks bullish here. And then we got our new 15-minute low here. So this is our 15-minute range. So we come down to the 786 of the range. And then we put in that 8-minute break of structure, which is now an 8-minute JPOW. The fact that we haven't taken this high tells me we're probably going to come for this golden pocket. Let's stop everyone out who's long from here with their stop loss under this. Grab the liquidity at the golden pocket, see if we can go up. What kind of risk to reward do we get there? Like a 2.8, it's not bad. To the 15-minute high. Yeah, I like that. Is there any questions you guys have or anything you guys want to go over? What you think US oil is going to do? Let's take a look at US oil. Isn't there some news, like some war news related to why oil's pumping or something like that? So the weekly structure on oil is what's being attacked right now. So this week, if oil closes above 77.56, that would be a weekly break of structure. It's a weekly SFP right now. Yeah, the 1 hour, let's see. Golden pocket. Yeah, right now you've got a situation where the daily's bullish, the 4 hours bullish, the 1 hour's bullish. The weekly is trying to break bullish right now, so I think you're really going to be able to tell what's going to happen with oil at the end of the week if you have a weekly close above 77.57. As for right now, if we start to durably lose this VWAP and this momentum line here, we could come fill the gap. But until we lose this VWAP and this momentum, wouldn't really be too worried about that. It's just a golden pocket bounce on the 1 hour. The oil, yeah, Iran, yeah, exactly. Tau, por favor. Ugh. Yeah, that's right. Tau was an exception to the rule. Tau came up, broke daily structure bearish here. You got your daily high way up here on Tau. Let's remove 26 drawings and start over. So you get your daily high here. It's our 4 hour. No, I know. After the stream, then. Luna, I love you. Now I know. Go lay down. So you SFP your 4 hour structure here, and then you scam wick SFP it again, and now you're rolling over down. Because of this wick in the structure, you get a bearish break here. Come down. You get... Oh, this is ugly. Yeah, let's zoom in. So you get your 1 hour structure break here. You get a bear break back. Luna, not right now. Where's your toy? Yeah, this is just breaking structure left and right. So you break bearishly here. Then your 1 hour, you break back bullish here. You come up, you break it bearish. Yeah, this thing's just ranging. I would say don't really touch this. The level that you're looking for to break. Let's see, so... You gotta break 191. You've SFP'd this right now. If you can come up and break. Yeah, if you can come up and break above 191, 192, it starts to look a little bit better. But really this chart, it's breaking structure left and right, man. Like it's not very clean right now. What I can tell you is I can give you your daily high is at like 300. So you start to come back up. Let's just look at what momentum looks like. Okay, so you're trying to break out of the downward facing momentum. Yeah, show me some oomph behind the move and then maybe. I just wouldn't trade Tau right now. That would be my advice. The big shipping lanes are being messed with by Iran. They are shutting down the fields. For stop losses and RR, is it better to cut position in 3 with a small stop loss or take 1 with a big stop loss? So it just depends. I think I know what you're asking. So like if you're talking about like Bitcoin, like a lot of times what you can do, like if you were looking to enter a trade here, which the RR is not very good, but you could take like half a position on the break of structure here and then half a position on like the pullback to the golden pocket, and it will bring your average position to the middle of them. So if that's what you mean, yeah, it makes sense sometimes if like, because if the RR is not very good, like on this break here, like that RR is not very good, right? But if you still wanted some skin in the game, right, you could enter. Really, if this was like a 2, it might be worth it to enter. A 1-to-1, it's not really worth it. I would just wait for a pullback. But like, let's say this was a 2 risk to reward here, just for sake of the question, right? Then what you could do is you could enter a half a position on the break of structure here, and then allocate another half to enter down here on a pullback to like the golden pocket. And when you do that, it would bring your average entry to like here, right? So you would get like a 2.75 instead of just a 2, just from splitting it up. So it really depends. If the risk to reward is good on the break, if the risk to reward is good enough on the break, then it just makes sense to just enter on the break. But it just depends on what the trade is. Sorry, hope you're good. I may be late, but what would be a good entry for long on Bitcoin? I like the golden pocket here. Unless we take this high first. If we take this high first, the trade ID is invalidated. But this golden pocket, so like 67-ish, 67.1. What about, can you look at Pepe, please? Sure, I haven't looked at Pepe in forever. We can look at Pepe. This thing is dead, though. Probably coming for the death wick. Probably coming for 27.45. So all of this structure is going to be internal on the 4-hour because we still haven't taken this death wick down to like 2 cents or whatever. 200ths of a cent. Whatever. Yeah, this just looks messy. Slow grind down with like one random pump in the middle. At the very least, you got to break this momentum line that we've been toying with. Let's see. Is there Pepe on Coinbase? Okay, that wick wasn't as crazy. So we can get some structure in here. Came here. We got a bullish break on Pepe. Then we swept the lows. Then we got to push up. Now we've broken bearish again. Got a little push up. This is an internal break here. Let's look at our 4 hour. Four-hour structure breaks here, bullish. We go up. Come back down. Pull that structure. Come back up. Break the 4-hour bullish. Give it all back, basically. Our 4-hour strong low is down here. We're trying to hold on to support. I mean, I like an SFP of this low with bullish breaks on a smaller time frame, like a 30-minute. Otherwise, yeah, if you break below 312, that's bad because you're breaking back bearish on the 4 hours. Just keep that in mind. On the 1 hour, broke bearish, 618, 786, 786, SFP the low. Yeah, so for Pepe, if you can break 370, then you have a little bit of a J-PAL on the 1 hour. So yeah, that's what I like. These are kind of the two things that I would look at on the long side on Pepe. It's either a sweep of this low with like a 30-minute structure break. Like a sweep of this low. Like a 30-minute structure break to the upside. Or I'd look for a 1 hour break above 370 since your 4 hour is bullish on Coinbase. Something like that. That's what I see on Pepe. Of course, bro. You're welcome. What about Aerodrome? Man, I remember when Aerodrome was like $1. Sheesh, came all the way back down. Ate the wick. SFP the high. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, we still got to come fill this wick, in my opinion. This just looks like a bear flag. But maybe it looks different on, like, on Coinbase. SFP on the weekly. So that's the only kind of positive thing you could look for. We got an SFP on the weekly. But we got it's all internal because of this big giant move on listing up to $2. Let's look at the 4 hour. Okay, so you do get a 4 hour J-PAL here at the lows. Okay. I do like that. We got a weekly SFP, a 4 hour golden pocket trade. Yeah, I could see some upsides for Arrow back to like 38 cents. See if we can find any justification for that on the lower time frame. So we get a bearish JPOW on the 1 hour. We come down. We set a high, we set a low, we set a high, we set a low. We then break the 1 hour bullish. We come up, we break it bearish again. Break it bullish again, sweep all the liquidity. And then we've just broken it bullish again, and now we're setting a flag out. So it's going to follow what Bitcoin does, but this doesn't look bad if Bitcoin's going to play a long. I could see a long off of that. Maybe off of a retest of the highs here, like 33.8. What is that? That's like a 3-to-1. Yeah, I could see that. The problem is we've now swept that high actually, so that would be a bearish break on the 1 hour. I don't like that as much. Yeah, again, it's gonna go up or down depending on what Bitcoin does, and Bitcoin hasn't swept that high yet, so I still think it could come back down. It's already mitigated 33.8, but I like a long off 33.8 protected underneath these lows here at 32.6. When we go for the death wick, how do you normally trade it? Like the process? Well, we've been going for the death wick ever since October 10th, right? Like we've been talking about how there was a bearish break of structure, and that's the weak low targeted at the bottom of the range. So you just trade it as like trading your intraday trades and scalp trades towards that target. What's Bitcoin doing? Yeah, I still like a long off this golden pocket here. Unless we take the high for the same reason as we just talked about on Aerodrome. It was kind of like a similar process to the way that we did it on Bitcoin, right? So we set the death wick on Bitcoin, and then we just traded to, or here it is, October 10th. Yeah. And then we just traded towards it for the rest of until we were able to clear it. Isn't that crazy how Bitcoin's death wick was way up here and everything else's death wick was like destroying the chart? Bitcoin is king. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go into a food coma. I am tired. I think I'm going to move one of these streams up to earlier in the day. Maybe we'll do it earlier tomorrow. We'll see. But I appreciate you guys being here late on a Monday night. Or wait, today's Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday night. And I'm going to get some sleep. We still have the BitUnix promo pinned to the top of the chat. You have a few more days on that. Even crazier how some went up after. Yeah, dude. Like Aerodrome was one of them, right? And there were a couple that went up after the death wick. And then look at them now, coming right back for it. Alright, guys. Well, my name is Wave Cipher. Much love. Trade safe. I will see you guys tomorrow. Wave Cipher out. Have a good one.